Hook. Those were the exact words Isaac said to the doctor when he was told I was dying. We can't come. Mom's fine. My wife is throwing a birthday party and we can't just abandon our guests. Literally dying. My heart had failed 3 times in the ambulance, and my 42-year-old son chose Mela's appetizers over his mother's life. I lay here hooked up to machines that keep my heart beating, staring at the ceiling of this cold hospital room. It's 2 o'clock in the morning and I'm completely alone. The heart monitor beeps erratically, reminding me that each beat could be my last. And my sons are 30 miles away, toasting with champagne. The smell of disinfectant mixes with the metallic taste in my mouth since I woke from emergency surgery. My hands tremble every time I try to move them. And it's not just the medication. It's the rage coursing through my veins like pure venom. Mrs. Stone, please try to rest, whispers Fiona, the night shift nurse. She's a young woman, perhaps the age of my daughters-in-law, but her eyes hold a compassion I haven't seen in my own family for years. The doctor said, "The most important thing now is for you to stay calm." Calm? How can I be calm when I've just discovered that to my children, I'm less important than a party? Dr. Miller was very specific when he told me about the calls 2 hours ago. His words still echo in my head like hammer blows. I told them explicitly that this could be her last night, that the heart attack was massive, and that we needed them to come immediately. Benjamin's response was even worse. "Doctor, she can wait until tomorrow. Diana organized everything weeks in advance, and all the guests have already arrived. My mom is strong. She's always recovered from everything. I've always recovered from everything." That phrase reverberates in my head like a painful echo. Story. I recovered when their father abandoned us 25 years ago, leaving me with 2 teenagers and mountains of debt. It was a rainy Tuesday in October, the kind where the sky wept as hard as I did inside. Robert stood in the doorway of our modest lakeside home, suitcase in hand, his face a mask of cowardice. "Cecilia, I can't do this anymore. The kids, the bills, it's too much," he said, voice flat as the gray pavement. I was 41, clutching Isaac's college applications, staring at eviction notices piling up like autumn leaves. The boys, Isaac 16, Benjamin 8, peeked from the hallway, eyes wide with confusion. But I didn't break. I recovered by scraping together every penny from odd jobs, vowing my boys would never feel the abandonment that scarred my own childhood when my father walked out. I worked 3 jobs to put them through private college, cleaning offices at dawn, the fluorescent lights buzzing like angry bees overhead, mopping floors that reeked of stale coffee, waiting tables at the diner during the day, dodging grease splatters from sizzling skillets and enduring leering customers who tipped pennies, sewing clothes late into the night in our cramped living room, my fingers pricked raw by needles under a dim lamp. Those scars on my hands, they're my badges of honor, etched deeper than any tattoo. A map of love's quiet battles. I recovered when I sold my house, that little greenhouse with the garden where they grew up, to help Isaac with the down payment for his own. Oh, the memories etched in those walls. The backyard swing where Isaac learned to pump his legs, squealing with delight. The kitchen table scarred from Benjamin's crayon art, his tiny masterpieces of trucks and superheroes. All gone for $100,000 cash, handed over without a second thought. "It's only temporary, Mom," Isaac promised, his eyes gleaming with ambition as we signed the papers. "I'll pay you back in 2 years with interest." That was 8 years ago. Now he lives in luxury, marble counters and vaulted ceilings, while I climb 4 flights of stairs without an elevator, my knees protesting each step. I recovered when I lent my life savings, $28,000, saved penny by penny from diner tips tucked in a coffee can and sewing gigs paid in crumpled bills, for Benjamin's business that never took off. He burst into my apartment one evening, blueprints spread across my tiny Formica table, eyes alight. "It's a safe investment, Mom. Electronics imports, booming market. In 6 months, I'll pay you back with interest, and we'll celebrate with a real vacation." The venture folded after 3 months, suppliers vanishing like smoke in a gusty wind, leaving me with nothing but excuses. "Sometimes you lose, Mom." "At least I tried," he shrugged, already eyeing his next scheme. My retirement dreams, quiet sunsets, perhaps a small cottage, scattered like casino chips in his high-stakes game. I recovered from Mela's snide comments at Christmas dinners. "Your olive green dress isn't appropriate, Cecilia. Dress more your age." she said, her manicured nails flicking dismissively at the hem. I recovered when Diana decided my Sunday dinners were too much work, swapping my homemade roasts, rich with rosemary from my garden, for greasy takeout pizza boxes. Benjamin prefers lighter fare now, something modern, she'd say with a pitying smile. I recovered when they stopped inviting me to gatherings because Grandma always wants to give her opinion on everything. Scrolling social media, I'd see family photos. Beaming smiles, holiday lights, me cropped out like an afterthought. But this is different. This time it's not lost money or ignored slights. It's the knowledge that when my life hung by a thread, they chose a party. Dr. Miller explained gravely, his voice steady as he adjusted his stethoscope. Mrs. Stone, you had 3 cardiac arrests during transport. The paramedics resuscitated you each time, but you were technically dead for 4 minutes total. It's a miracle you're here talking to me. 4 minutes dead, and my children worried about ruining Mela's pink decorations? Unthinkable. A betrayal sharper than any needle prick. The door to my room remains closed. No calls in these 5 hours since I woke. No texts, just machines keeping me alive and the echo of their words. We can't. Fiona checks my vitals hourly, her touch gentle. Your blood pressure is a little high, she says with genuine concern, adjusting the 4 drip. Are you thinking about something upsetting? If she knew I was thinking about 66 years of unconditional love tossed aside for birthday cake and balloons. She squeezes my hand. You're not alone, Mrs. Stone. I'm here all night. Her kindness stings more than their absence, a reminder of what family should be. At this moment, gazing at the city lights twinkling through the rain-streaked window, something breaks inside me. Not my heart, but deeper, the core of my soul. The last drop of hope that I still mattered. Tomorrow they'll call with cheap supermarket flowers, wilted daisies in plastic wrap, and well-rehearsed excuses, claiming they didn't grasp the gravity, like when I fractured my wrist last year falling on icy steps, and it took 3 days for them to visit. We were swamped, Mom, work deadlines. But it's too late. Tonight they've shown my priority very, very low. I close my eyes, drifting back 40 years. Isaac was 2, Benjamin newborn, their cries filling our small lakeside house with thin walls. I could hear neighbors' arguments seeping through like fog. Robert worked long shifts at the factory. I stayed home, hands in soapy water. Baby powder scents mingled with the steam from our second-hand tub, their giggles echoing as I bathed them. Isaac toddled after me on chubby legs. Mommy, Mommy. Benjamin, feverish with croup, curled into my chest for lullabies my mother taught me, his tiny fists clutching my blouse. Everything for my children. I sewed until 3 a.m. for market sales on weekends, wore the same gray dress for years, faded but mended, while theirs were spotless. New soccer cleats for Isaac's games, guitar strings for Benjamin's lessons. My sacrifices, their joys, small victories in a hard world. The change started subtly when Isaac turned 25 and met Mela, a calculating woman with perfect smiles, designer bags, and eyes that appraised like a realtor. Her first visit to our home, she eyed the peeling wallpaper like a rundown property. Cecilia, don't you think Christmas at my place this year? My family has deeply rooted traditions, crystal stemware, the works. That year I ate alone by candlelight. The turkey I roasted rotted in the fridge for a week. Isaac called later. Mela's house is spectacular, Mom, like a magazine spread. Her mom's a great cook. Roast duck with truffles. As if my 30 years of feasts seasoned with love meant nothing. I smiled through tears. I'm happy for you, son. Truly. Benjamin followed the same pattern 2 years later with Diana, subtler in her manipulations, a velvet glove over an iron fist. Oh, Cecilia, your red sweater is so vintage, charming, but women our age need updates, something chic. My lasagna, perfected over decades? Good, but a bit heavy. Benjamin prefers my modern salads, kale and quinoa. Invitations dwindled like fading embers. First, Diana's not feeling well, needs rest. Then, kids have homework, need quiet. Finally, none at all. Neighbor Linda warned over steaming coffee mugs. Your daughters-in-law are pushing you out, Cecilia. It's the classic story. I've seen it a dozen times. I denied it fiercely. They're good girls, just adapting to the family. But deep down, I felt like a stranger eavesdropping on my own life. Calls became mechanical. Hi, Mom. How are you? Good. Us too. Busy, talk later. The hardest blow came 2 years ago. Selling my house for Isaac's $100,000 down payment on Mela's dream home in an exclusive neighborhood. I moved to a dim one-bedroom apartment, walls echoing with silence. First visit? Mela at the door, tin smile. Cecilia, what a surprise. You should call first. We're expecting friends for dinner. No invitation inside. She held my homemade chocolate cake, Isaac's childhood favorite, like contaminated goods. We're eating healthier now. Isaac's cholesterol scare last month. I cried myself to sleep that night, learning of his health crisis secondhand at the threshold of the home my sacrifice bought. With Benjamin, it was direct as a punch. Mom, I need $28,000 to save the business, this week or bankruptcy. My entire security, built from decades of scrimping. Diana raged when I mentioned a promissory note. Charge your own son interest? What kind of mother does that? I lent it without trusting blood. The business failed in 3 months. You win some, lose some, Mom. Decades of labor vanished. Now in this sterile hospital clarity I see, to them I'm dispensable, a relic. The pain started 3 days ago at Isaac's lunch. My 66th birthday, forgotten amid small talk. Mom, you look tired, sleeping okay? Weeks of chest pressure had woken me nightly, but I hid it, not wanting to be dramatic. Mela chimed in. At our age, Cecilia, bodies change, eat lighter, fewer spices. Then Diana burst through the door, radiant. Wednesday party at Grand Plaza. Live music, theme decor. 50 guests confirmed. Benjamin surprised me with a $1,200 gold dress. Designer. More than my entire 2-year wardrobe. You're invited, Mom, Benjamin added, tone laced with courtesy. But it's an elegant affair, Diana's work contacts. Dress appropriately. Tuesday night the agony peaked. Chest vice, arm numb, nausea roiling. I called Isaac at 11 p.m. Son, chest pain won't stop. Chamomile tea, Mom? Stress from the party planning. We'll stop by after, promise. Hung up, doubled over. At 5 a.m. desperation called Linda. Hospital now, Cecilia. Those are heart attack signs. Taxi ride was torture, pain twisting like a knife. ER frenzy. ECG spikes, enzymes sky high. Massive heart attack. Operate immediately. Dr. Miller. Family. I gasped numbers. Urgent, tell them come now. Linda held my hand till anesthesia. You're not alone, dear. But as darkness claimed me, I pictured them primping for the party, gold dress sparkling. Woke 6 hours later to Fiona adjusting monitors, Linda asleep in the chair. Did they call? Fiona hesitated, eyes soft. Doctor explained, critical, 3 arrests. They said party too important. Guests from out of town. You'd recover like always. Tears burned. Linda woke. What hurts, dear? Everything. Gave life to kids who pick parties over me. Next days. Emotional roller coaster, silence deafening. Thursday phone rang, Isaac. Mom just found out, why didn't you tell us? Blood boiled. Doctors called thrice, you chose party. Awkward pause. Don't be dramatic. Sunday visit after lunch. Hung up, heart racing. Benjamin and Diana arrived afternoon. Her radiant in post-party glow, gold earrings glinting. Gave us a scare, bad luck on my party day. They raved. 60 guests, decor amazing, live band killed it. I whispered. 3 arrests, dead 4 minutes. Benjamin shifted. But you're alive now, Mom. While you ate appetizers, laughed. Diana frowned. Not fair, we're not doctors. Better at party networking. We'll help weekly visits, not during work or commitments. Something shattered. You've lost your conscience long ago. Benjamin annoyed. Unfair. We can't cancel lives for every health scare. You're right, won't ask again. They relaxed, chatted trips, new rugs, weekend plans. Left vaguely promising soon. Alone, resolve hardened. Disappear forever. That night, insomnia gripped. Not pain but clarity. Asked Fiona for paper pen. Wrote letter by moonlight. Full inventory. Rejected suitors like Mr. Douglas, his Friday flowers for you. 3 jobs, 3-hour sleeps. Sold house. Lost $28,000. But party over my life? You don't love me. I'm gone, starting where I matter. Definitive goodbye. For pages, tears smudging ink. Gave sealed envelope to Linda. Deliver Sunday afternoon. Plan crystallized. $8,000 secret savings post-Benjamin loss. Cousin Hope in Dallas, independent widow, open invite. Linda withdraws cash Friday. Fiona's sister Sarah, attorney, drafts power of attorney for Linda to handle affairs. Called Hope. Radical change needed, can I come? Room ready, cousin, tell all when here. Sunday dawned electric. Sons arrived 2 p.m. post-lunch. Diana in coral dress, $800. Mela late from work call. Look better, discharge soon. Then, nursing home pitch. Safer $2,000 per month. Activities nurses. Will contribute little. No more bothering during commitments. Diana. We toured one lovely bingo nights. Silent, I watched them map my exile. Radical change? Yes. Relieved smiles. Best for everyone. Weeks blurred to routine. 6 a.m. park walks. 10 women my age, stories swapped like treasures. Part-time boutique job. Ladies praising timeless style. Afternoons painting classes. Oils capturing sunsets. Met Harrison, 70, widower. Dance class partner. Easy laugh. Cecilia, your arrival? Gift to us all. Evenings. Hope's porch tea, laughter, true family. 6 months. Garden coffee, enrolled literature course. Pride and Prejudice debates. Linda weekly. Happier voice. Diary entry. 67 today, friends picnic. Cake homemade. Genuinely loved. This life mine. 1 year. Art exhibit, my rebirth painting sold $500. Harrison dates. Walks, dinners. You glow, Cecilia, like dawn. Hope. Your family now, blood optional. 2 years. Own sunny apartment, book club, Wolf, Austin. Road trips, Grand Canyon beaches. Sons calls. Rare respectful voicemails. Happy birthday, Mom. Miss you. Thriving, unanswered. Moonlit garden visit. Free Cecilia. Protagonist forever. Scars, badges of victory. If you enjoyed, super thanks for more. What would you do? Comment thoughts. Like, subscribe. Hugs next.